Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man. And it's time for the Tuesday banger. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. It's time for the Tuesday banger. That's a lock, and I got one. That's a lock. I keep a banger. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content, making sure everybody that's being productive with themselves, everybody that got a 9 to 5, everybody that's out there getting to the bag the legit way, y'all got something to listen to in the AM, man. I have no problem doing that for y'all, man. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I have no problem doing these things, but I just need you to do one thing. Just stay out the way, man. That's what I need you to do. If you're gonna rock with me, man, I need you to stay out the way. That's what I need you to do, man. And you know I'm right about telling y'all to stay out the way, man. Y'all already know, man. I've been telling y'all this for 16 months now, man, that you must stay out the way, man. It makes sense to stay out the way, man. Come on. Who wants to go to jail and live that life about these stories that I'm telling, man? Who wants to really do that? I'm gonna tell you, it's people out there that really want to live this life. They really want to go to jail and experience prison and experience the bus ride. They really want to do these things, man. Because if you out there still doing crime, that's going to be a part of your journey, man. I'm telling you, man. Everybody gets caught, man. This isn't the movies. The people in the movies get caught. Everybody goes to jail when you're doing crime, man. So, like, if you don't want to go live that life and that experience, man, and go through that, the bus ride, the whole nine, the predators, just stay out the way. Stop what you're doing right now. Change your life around. Do a whole 360. Try to get your money the legit way. Try something else, man. Or you're going to end up really living that reality, man. So just stay out the way, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm going to keep telling y'all. And I'm going to keep telling y'all. And I'm going to keep telling y'all. You don't want to go to this place, man. So just stay out the way for me, y'all. Period. But like I say, man, it's the Tuesday banger right here. So you already know what I need you to do with this one, right? Like, share, subscribe. This one, y'all. Let's go. But it's time for business. Time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Wanted Best of Both Worlds. Yes, man. Crazy one right here, y'all. It's always a crazy story, man. But it's crazy in prison. Y'all know how I be telling y'all about these stories. Y'all see how I explain them to y'all, man. Like, it's really crazy in this place that I'm talking about, man. And sometimes you got dudes in there, man, that kind of like, they want their cake and eat it too, man. It goes down like that in there, man. It's like that on the street. You know what I mean? Like, but in there it's like crazier because like dudes is really like choosing to kind of live both lives. Like, man, you have people doing that in there, man. Like, prison is a screwed up, upside down type of world. And that's why I tell y'all never go, man. But there's guys in there that actually wants their cake and eat it too, man. And it's when you run across a situation like that, it'll just blow your mind because it's wild to see, man, somebody choosing both sides of the field, man. And with that being said, we're going to start this one off on Sussex II. We're on Sussex II for that one, y'all. And it was crazy, man. I ain't even going to lie, man, because like just when I first got to Sussex II, when I first got there in the beginning, 2002 March game, like in the early stages, you know what I mean? Like I can remember before I even got to Sussex II, I can remember, man, when we was leaving Deep Meadows. We left Deep Meadows, man, and we ended up going to like a place where they switch for buses and stuff at, and they probably had like 12 of us that was going from Deep Meadows. You know what I mean? It was 12 of us that was getting transferred from Deep Meadows going to Sussex II. It was like 12, 15 of us at the most. We didn't fill a whole bus. You know what I mean? But when we did our first stop, they brought dudes on. So when they brought dudes on, you know what I mean? It was like they came from all type of different other little receivings. You know what I mean? I want to say we went to Powertown receiving because we actually had to switch buses, not really switch buses. That's what they did. They brought people on to the bus. So that's when we got to Powertown. That's like a pit stop. You take a break, stuff like that. I seen that twice in my bid when you go to that little pit stop. Then, you know what I mean? They let you out to stretch your legs or whatever. So I can remember when we left Deep Meadows, man. And I can remember all of us finally like getting that little Powertown little break. You know what I mean? And we all was outside the bus. They got us all right there. We eating our little sandwiches. And they was bringing more people on to where we was going at, which was Sussex II. So they brought a dude that actually, you know what I mean, that he was actually like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know who he was at first, you know what I mean? But it was two dudes, you know what I mean? But the first dude they brought in, he came in, he sat like in the front of the bus, you know what I mean? They had him lined up in the front. The second dude they brought in, they had him kind of like in the middle where I was sitting at. So he was like diagonal from us. Now they wasn't on it crazy like with us. We had two black dudes that was driving our little van, our little bus joint, and they didn't like tell us we couldn't talk or do nothing like that. Dudes weren't doing a whole lot of moving, a whole lot of nothing, because we already know we was about to hit big boy prison. So it wasn't a whole lot of like crazy stuff going on, but dudes was conversating in there, like just to conversate. The dude next to you, the dude beside over here, like dudes was conversating like that. Yeah, we shackled and handcuffed and stuff, but we still conversating. So everybody's conversating. So the dude that just got on, we all had on our, like they gave us like a khaki joint, like khaki whole jumpsuits. You know what I mean? This dude that got on, that came with the two dudes, he got on, he had a yellow jumpsuit, the one that was sitting in the middle. So the one that was sitting in the middle, man, like he was a little bit vocal to be the dude that just getting on the bus that I noticed, but you know, I didn't know where he was from. So he might have knew some dudes or whatever. So he was just talking. And you know what I mean? He coming to Fresh Penitentiary like us. You know what I mean? So the dude I'm talking about, he was like a brown skinned dude. You know what I mean? He had his wave game up to par. You know what I mean? It looked like he kept himself together. You know what I mean? You could tell he was probably like a couple years older than me. You know what I mean? I'm super young, but he's probably like 21, 22 at the most. You know what I mean? But he's on the jump kicking it. So we get to talking about a certain city from Tidewater, and don't kill me on this one, y'all. I'm not going to say the city where this guy's from, man. I'm not going to say a city. But they get to talking about a certain city from Tidewater, so it was only like a couple of dudes, not really a couple, 3, 4 of us from Tidewater, a lot of dudes from Richmond, other little places, you know what I mean? So they get to talk about Tidewater. Dude asked me like, yo, yeah, you from Tidewater? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Norfolk. He like, yeah, look, this city right here is such and such. You know what I mean? It was like, they asking questions about the jump, so I answered their question. You know what I mean? So when dude hear me say that, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, I used to be out there sometimes. So he started, like, me and him kind of start conversating. We started talking a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? So we kind of talked the whole bus ride. You know what I mean? We kind of talked the whole bus ride in the joint. So when we got to Sussex, you know what I mean? It was crazy when we got to Sussex. Like, we all getting off. You know what I mean? But when we all got off, goddamn, by the time we got to 4 building, you know what I mean, to where we was going at, I didn't see dude no more. I didn't know where he was at. I didn't even get his name from when he was talking on the bus. So I never seen him no more. You know what I mean? Like, and that was when as soon as they got us, they put us in a pod in 4 building. I think it was 4B. They put us either 4A or 4B, one of the two. It might have been 4B. They put us in 4B, and that's where we was at all the way up till they finally moved us to 2C, probably a year later. But like, I never seen him in our block, like with the people that came on our bus. Like, we wasn't moving around or nothing. But I still never seen this dude at all. Like, I never forgot him. Like, you know what I mean? Just from us kicking it. You know, I'm recognizing everybody that I talked to on the bus. They was with me. I didn't see this dude, so I didn't know where they took him at. I don't know where he was at the whole time, y'all. So we on the jump, man. So after that, kind of like a little bit more time going. You know what I mean? So a little bit more time going on. Now they move us to 2C. You know what I mean? So now when they move us to 2C, you know what I mean? I'm on the yard one day. Now we getting wrecking stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, I still don't know who's all the way in the building for real. I'm just so used to my pod because we've been around each other for a minute. So I go outside. Y'all. I go outside. I look. I see the brown skinned dude on the basketball court balling. You know what I mean? Out there, nice little game. We're checking him out for a second. Like, damn, dude look familiar. He looks super familiar. Looking, I see his bro. You know what I mean? Balling. So I ain't say nothing. So they ball. You know what I mean? We was on a separate yard. So when they got off the joint, he walking past our yard. I see him, like, damn, bro. I'm like, what's up, bro? I'm like, damn, I ain't even never know his name. He's like, he seen me, he was walking. He was like, oh. He was like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What you doing? I was like, man, chilling, man. What's good with you? He like, man, I'm chilling. I was like, man, where you was at? I said, why they ain't put you in the pod with us, bro? You was on the bus. He said, I don't know, man. He said, man, maybe because they was trying to keep y'all together and they probably, you know what I mean? He said, they had put me upstairs. So he said he was upstairs the whole time. We was separated and we was downstairs when we didn't get a chance to see nobody. So he was like, man, where you at now? I was like, bro, I'm in 2C. He was like, that's what's up, bro. I'm in 2D. So he was in the pod right next door. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, I be chilling, man. He was like, man, this building all right. I was like, yeah, we just got over here. They got us moving around now. Junk decent. He was like, what's your name, bro? I was like, T White, man. He was like, yo, man. He was like, Kai, bro. I was like, Kai? He was like, yeah, Kai. I was like, all right, that's what's up. Shook his hand through the junk, you know what I mean? So bro was all right. Bro was all right, man. Like I met him early in my joint, you know what I mean? So like through my whole bid, kind of in the beginning of Sussex, like, you know what I mean? Especially in that beginning stages, like he was next door. So bro was the type of dude who kind of like, you know what I mean? Like the first time I seen him get into something, it was over the basketball court. You know what I mean? Like that's why I heard about him getting it rumbling with a dude over there. You know what I mean? So they say he got the rumbling with some dude over there. They say he rumbled, but dude beat him down. You know what I mean? Not beat him down, but he definitely lost the fight. But they say he rumbled though. You know what I mean? So he handled that business. So he go from that to like, I'll say like a year go by. Man. Probably, I'm gonna say 2 years because now I had caught my dirty on. Now I'm in the hole getting out and going to the faux building. So 2 years go by. I'm in faux building now. Now I go to faux building, y'all. I go outside, man. This is my word, man. I go outside. I see bro, man. You know what I mean? Like, I spot him. You know what I mean? Like, when I see him, like, you know, the prison is fairly new. It's a lot of people coming up there from other parts of prisons, like different parts of prisons. Just all type of people. Like, they just straight, if you were level 4 or maybe even a 5, they was letting you come to Sussex. Like, so there was just so many different people coming. The last 3-4 years, man, that junk was a cesspool of just maniacs coming through there left and right. Like they was just coming through there. So like I haven't even seen bro, man, but like I see him on the yard and bro walking laps with the dude everybody told me is a booty bandit. I'm like, I see him, I'm like, what doing, man? I'm like, man, bro, wilding out, man. Yeah, bro got going on, man. This is crazy. So I ain't say nothing to him, right? Because like he ain't from my town, but I rock with him though, but it just threw me off to see that. I ain't gonna lie, yo, punch drunk, kind of like, you know, because it felt like one of my homeboys. If I see them doing it, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna really want to say something. So like, that's how I felt. You know what I mean? It's his life at the end of the day. Y'all know that. But like, I just kind of felt like, damn, what bro doing? So I see him. So he get around where I'm at. I'm like, yo, God. He see me like, oh, what's up, T White? What's up? What's up? He was like, told dude, I'm gonna catch up. So he come to the fence where I'm at, like we through the fence. I'm like, yo, bro, what you got going on, bro? Like, what's up, bro? Like, hey, man. I see dude, I made sure dude walked off a little bit. And I'm like, yo, hey, bro, what you got going on, bro, man? Like, real talk, man. Like, you serious, bro? Like, you know what I mean? I said, man, they say, dude, goddamn. He was like, what's that? No, he ain't say that. But I'm like, yo, bro, they say, dude. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell him about my predator radar detector. Like, everybody know though about this guy. Everybody, the whole compound. I'm not gonna say this dude's name. He was a psychopath. But everybody know this dude was a booty bandit. You know what I mean? So he's walking laps with this dude. Dude, kind of tall dude, slim dude, you know what I mean? Look like he got his weight up a little bit, but he's a known booty bandit. This is what he do. Now, I'm not saying my homeboy can't walk with him or he can't act like he cool with this person or whatever the case. Like, I don't know what was going on, but like, I had to warn him. So I said, yo, bro, listen, man, you know they say dude a booty bandit, bro. He was like, man, I'm tired of people telling me that, man. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, all right, bro, listen. I ain't saying I got something to do with you. All I'm saying is, like, if you walking with dude, they say dude be, you know what I mean? They say dude want it, bro. Like, he ain't gonna toy around with it, man. Like, I'm trying to be serious with him about it. But he kind of making me, it's funny to me that he thinks this isn't serious. So I'm like, hey, bro, listen, man. All right, I'm just warning you, man. He was like, oh, you good? Yeah, I rock my old head. He was like, yeah, I rock my old head. You know what I mean? So as he just got dude finally come back around from the last of the old head, the booty bandit dude, he just ended up catching on. He was like, I'm gonna holler back, yo, T White, man. Good seeing you, bro. Be easy. I was like, I'm gonna holler at you. He ended up finished walking laps with the booty bandit dude, man. Look up, they still scrolling laps. I said, man, Kai a psychopath, y'all, so boom. I can't tell him what to do with his life. That's definitely what I can't tell him to do, man. But I warned him. Y'all see? Y'all got the proof. I warned him early in the joint. I warned him super duper early about this guy. Now, I'm like I say, I'm not saying bro gonna let bro take or whatever do the case, whatever do it into, but all I'm saying, this is the play. You know what I mean? So they end up being, you know what I mean, downstairs for me. You know what I mean? I'm upstairs in 4D. They downstairs in 4B. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they got going on. You know what I mean? But all I know is this man is a psychopath, man. I see the man. You know what I mean? I see the dude one day, man. I see Kyle one day. We coming back from Child. He's in the hallway. You know what I mean? When I walk in the hallway, he see me, he spot me. He say, yo, T White. I was like, what's up? He's like, let me holler at you. I was like, what's up? He was like, yo. He was like, yo, man. Hey, look, you think you can get me a hammer? I was like, a hammer? I was like, bro, what you need a hammer for? He was like, cuz, man. He was like, he said, there's some dudes from my city, man. There's some dudes from my city that's hating on me, mad. That they see me rocking with the old head. I said, yeah, bro, cause old head a booty bandit, bro. Everybody know dude a booty bandit, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you into that? He was like, what? I said, bro, are you into that? He was like, hell no, hell no. His head went like this, and he was like, hell no, hell no. I promise y'all, from that moment right there, I felt like something was shaky. Just like his hell no was suspect. You know what I mean? Like, if someone would ask me that joint ain't true, I'm like, man, hell no, that shit ain't true, bro. Hell is wrong with you, bro? You wildin', bro. Fuck wrong with you, bro? I was like, yo, bro, like, you into that? When I asked him that, he was like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I was like, I pinned it. But I ain't say nothing though. But I'm like, yo, well, look, bro, I can get one for you, bro. But like, is it that serious though, bro? Like, how is you into it? I said, bro, you about to clash with dudes from your city over the booty bandit dude, bro? Like, is this really what you want to do? He was like, man, I ain't taking no disrespect, T White. I ain't trying to take no disrespect, man, so can you get it for me or not? I'm like, yo, bro, listen, man. He was like, I'm saying, like, what you cut me off because I'm rocking with dude? You cut me off because I rock with dude? I'm like, bro, like, we cool, bro, but like, I mean, bro, listen, when people live that life, I fade to black. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to do with nothing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, man, look, man, that's messed up. You can't just, I said, bro, listen, I don't got nothing to what you got going on, bro. You know what I mean? I said, we cool, bro, but like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, bro, he was like, bro, I need a jump bad, bro. I'm like, man, I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna see if I can make it happen. I was like, man, I told him, that's what I told him, y'all. Like, man, I'm gonna see if I can make it happen. I was just trying to get away from him. You know what I mean? Because we was already talking too long anyway. Kind of like, man, this dude asking me, talking about, I don't rock with him like that no more, man. So, to be honest with y'all, man, I just told him I can try to see what I can do, man, just so I can get away from this guy. It was spooky, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So, boom. I had to kind of like, you know what I mean, get some space, man. Like, he was a little too on some psycho. He started getting psycho a little bit, even though I probably mangled this guy. But like, still though, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, let me get away. So I dip, I go back to the pod, you know what I mean? I tell my homeboy, like, everybody kind of know now, kind of like, you know, because his city, you know what I mean? It's dudes in my pod that was from his city. So kind of like, they was talking about it. Like, when they seen it on the yard, it's like when we seen it on the yard. So I go back in the pod and tell my homeboy, like, yo, man, this scene goddamn Kai. Man, this man say, can I get him a banger and all this? And talking about he getting into it with dudes from his city because they mad that he kicking with the booty bandit dude and all that. My homeboy say, yeah, because he trying to mess with the booty bandit. He said, why else would you be hanging with a booty bandit, T White? I was like, right, bro. He was like, yeah, man, it's crazy. I was like, man, listen, this is what I'm saying. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, man, like, that junk crazy. I ain't giving bro no junk. I was like, that's dead. I'm not giving bro no junk. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. He need to go ask somebody from the city. He was like, I ain't gonna have someone from the city. He beefing with his city. I was like, you right. But I'm like, at the same time, I ain't gonna have their city finding out that I gave dude the jump because I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So I was like, that's dead. He was like, yeah, don't have nothing to do with that. I said, that's a lot. I said, why would I get involved with this guy being a psychopath? You know what I mean? So he do that. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, this is my word, man. We go outside wreck. We on the yard. Man, while we on the yard, we see the police is running all the way to 4 building. They run to 4 building. You can see them coming from the main part of the kind of like the support building, and they running down. They running down the boulevard. Everybody on the yard looking, everybody on the court looking. They run straight to 4 building. This is my word. Police come out of 4 building with goddamn Kai dumbass. Kai come out that bitch. He like this. That nigga eye goddamn look like a goddamn donut. Like somebody put a donut on his damn eye. That man was walking. He was like, that nigga jumped shut. He was like, you seen me? He was like, psychopath, man. Like, this is wild right here, man. So like, they took him to the Bean, man. He went to the Bean for that, man. He jumped out there with some dudes from his city or however it went. He probably was looking at me like, man, you left me hanging, but I didn't though, bro. I ain't had nothing to do with that, so leave me out of that. But he went to the Bean for that stuff, man. They came, they locked him up, and they locked 2 other dudes up. So I don't know if they banked them or what. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was a 2-on-1. I don't know what was going on, but they went to the can. You know what I mean? So he's in a hole. So while he was back there a little minute. You know what I mean? So they said when he was back there, he was just bucking and wilding and flooding, just doing a whole bunch of psycho stuff. After I rewind and take back, now I see why he did all that psycho stuff, because he was trying to get off Sussex. He was trying to leave. He was trying to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So they transferred him, y'all. They got him up off the compound, man. You know what I mean? I don't know where he went at for a while. You know what I mean? So now it's like 2004. You know what I mean? It's like 2004, the end of 2004 or something like that. And like a lot of dudes from Augusta started coming up there. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes from this prison called Augusta, which is another level 4, but it's just so high in the mountains in Augusta, Virginia, wherever that, well, I don't know where that's at, whatever that's at, that's where that prison is at. But it's a far level 4. So like, it's not close to Tidewater. You know what I mean? Like people from Richmond and Tidewater, we trying to be close to those type of prisons. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to go too far all the way out in Virginia where your people's got to drive 12 hours, all that. Nah, we ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? So like that jump was a far prison. So when they made Sussex II a level 4, they transferred a lot of dudes to Sussex. Those dudes was coming to Sussex just because it was just a closer level 4. Even though Augusta had free weights and all that, they was giving all that up to come to closer land. So that's what a lot of people was doing. A lot of people was coming from Augusta to Sussex II. So as people coming to Sussex II and everything, like you'll mingle with people, you'll meet people, you'll see people and all type of stuff. So I bumped into a dude, man, that was from Kai City, you know what I mean? And when I seen a dude, like me and dude, we was cool instantly, just off sports betting and kicking it, like talking junk in the pod. He was one of them dudes, you know, he was a universal dude. He kicked it with everybody, it's like I did. So me and him kind of like, we kicked it instantly when we started meeting when we was in the pod. So as we're in the pod, he's telling me what compound he was at, you know what I mean? He started telling me all the spots he was at. So he was like, he was just at Augusta, you know what I mean? He was one of the dudes that told me like, the only main thing that he felt like he gave up by leaving Augusta and coming to Lawrenceville is the free weights. And he was like, the how the yard is, you know what I mean? He was like, the yard was a better setup and it was, you know what I mean? They come out a little more, but at the end of the day, he was close to his family where his city was at in Tidewater, you know what I mean? So as he started telling me about Augusta and all that, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, because I had already heard kind of like just through the grapevine for years, you know what I mean? Like a while ago, I've been heard that that's where bro was at, you know what I mean? So when I'm talking to dude from his town, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I said, man, was a dude up here, man. It was cool, man. He ended up walking laps with a booty bandit, man, rumbling dudes from y'all city. I was like, he rumbled such and such. He was like, yeah, I heard about that. He was like, oh, you talking about Kai? I was like, yeah. I was like, brown skin dude, pretty boy dude with the waves. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I know his ass. I'm like, bro, what the hell he was doing up there at Augusta, man? I said, man, because he ended up bucking to leave the Sussex II. So what the hell he got going on out there? He was like, man, man, Kai up there, man. Kai messed with the boy that got the titties. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, man, he messed with the joint that got boobs. I was like, man, you lying, bro. Time out, bro. I was like, I did like this. Like, you know, when the team getting, like, they put up 8 points in a row in the NBA game. Time out. I said, time out, bro. I said, hold on. You talk about brown skin dude. Now, I'm acting all oblivious at the same time because there was never no proof what happened with him and the booty bandit dude. Nothing came out about that. All I knew was bro character before that. You know what I mean? So, like, even though he had that in the background with the booty bandit dude was still spooky now, but for bro to tell me this, it adds up, but it's still like, damn, for real. He like, yeah, bro, he messed with, yeah, like niggas been cut him off. He was like, bro, niggas been cut him off, man. Like, he messed with the dude that got the boobs, bro. Like, the dude got real live actual boobs. I'm like, man, you welling, man. He was like, bro, I went well to you, bro. He called his other homeboy over there. He's, hey, tell him what Kai doing up there in Augusta. He was like, oh, shit. He said, man, that nigga booed up. He was like, man, that nigga booed up. He was like, he in the cell with the joint. He rocking with the joint. That's what he's doing. He was like, he's extra booed up in that joint. I was like, whoa. I said, damn, bro, for real, man. I said, man, this is crazy, man. Like, that was shocking news, but you'll hear some stuff like that in penitentiary. Like dudes, like, you know, and carrying it like Kai carrying it, like he's carrying it like he didn't care nobody knew his business. He wasn't worrying about nobody knowing his business, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like, man, that's wild. But as I rewind the tape, I'm like, yo, he did start it out of nowhere, randomly kicking it with that booty bandit dude. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe the predator didn't, you know what I mean, sink his teeth into Kai, but he probably gave Kai the game of just like being openly and free of who you really want to be. And that's a gay person in prison, man. And like, if you're in a cell with somebody and like y'all living together and all that, like you are super, like you're gay. Like that's just what it is. Like ain't no need to hide it. Ain't no need to try to like block it when you come on the street. Like at the end of the day, you're not going to come on the street and just mess with women. You're going to still do both, you know. But at the end of the day, like when you see it in there, man, it's a whole different ballgame. I wasn't even seeing it. I just heard it. Now, I done seen dudes before, like, they go through situations, but like, me and Kyle was all right. So like, just hearing this was kind of like, that's wild right there, man. So I tell my bro about it, you know what I mean? He was like, man, I'm not surprised, my homeboy. He was like, I'm not surprised. He was like, you surprised? I'm like, yeah, I ain't surprised. Like, you start kicking it with the booty bandit dude out the blue. They was like, bro, I'm not surprised, man. Like, that's what bro, wow, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, you right, man. I kind of like I let it be what it was going to be. It was nothing else I could say. Everybody say this man booed up on another camp, you know what I mean, with a jump with boobies. That was a crazy situation right there, y'all. So boom. Let's fast forward the tape now, man. Let's fast forward the tape game, man. We are in Greensville for this one now, man. And this is my honest word right here, man. Like, I can promise y'all, man, like, probably like 6 months in my go home pod, man, after seeing a bunch of maniac stuff, all type of crazy situations happening, everybody fighting over the phone, this happening, that happening, and we supposed to be getting ready to go to the crib. But this is the block that they got me in, man. I'm like 6 months in this joint, man. I'm 6 months in on this joint now. I can't see the whole Greensville. They brought me to one of them S joints. They got an intake pod, then that go home pod was right next door to it. Those other two pods, they was regular population pods. So that's where I was at, if anybody want to know. You know what I mean? I can't remember the S1 or S2 or S1 of them shits. I can't remember. But I can remember being in there for 6 months, man. Almost about 6 months, and I'm chilling. I'm out the goddamn way. And like I say, I don't be knowing everything that's going on that jump. But I can remember, man, I look up and guess who they moving into my damn pod? And I couldn't believe it because I haven't seen this man since like 2005. But he left like the end of 4 or something like that. So I'm going to say the end of 04, beginning of 05. Like, kind of like, that's the last time I seen Kai. I haven't seen this guy in a minute. It's 2016, y'all. I haven't seen this man. I have not seen this man in a minute. When I seen him walk in, he looked right at me and didn't even recognize me. I'm looking at him. I'm on the phone. He walk in. I'm like this. I'm like, is that Kai? He look a little older. We both had look a little older. You know what I mean? We both had got a little older. Like, you know, I'm 33. I'm 33 years old at this time. You know what I mean? So we both have got older. But I'm looking at him and I'm like, he kind of lost the waves a little bit because he's getting a little older. They like his hair a little thinner. You know what I mean? But it's the same dude. So I'm like, he come in the park, he like, lady like, you going upstairs? He like, looked right at me and kept it moving. I'm like, man, I get off the phone. I pull up on dude, AJ that I used to rock with, man. That was on Lawrenceville with me. That's one of my only few dudes that I really rock with, you know what I mean? That was in that block. But I pull up on him, I'm like, yo. I said, yo, man. I said, man, that's word, man. Dude look familiar as hell. He's like, you know all I think so, man. As he's saying that, he coming down the steps. He like, he walked past me. I said, hey, bro, your name Kai? He was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, when he said that, immediately, like, all type of stuff happened. Like, y'all know I done been through it. So I haven't seen him for years. So instantly, in my mind, the only thing I can do is this. I said, oh, shit. But at the end of the day, he's in the game. So it's going to go off anyway. But he probably got predator in his damn blood. Either way, he looking at me like, I tightened up. I was like, oh, shit. I scanned him too hard. Pause. Like, he probably caught on to it. So I'm like, damn. I bumped back in the senses. My shit bumped back in. I said, T White. I ain't even come to dap him up. I said, T White, bro. He was like, T White, man. He was like, oh, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? I was like, man, nothing, bro. I'm about to go home. He was like, yeah, me too. I was like, bro, I didn't know who was going on around the same time. He was like, I go home the end of 17. He was like, but you know, I was just over in S2 and I got into it, man. They ended up moving me over here and stuff, man. They just say since I'm short, I got over almost less than 2 years. They was like, they just put me over here. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, man, but you know, like, this what it is though, man. I'm like, damn, bro, like, what happened over there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting super nosy. What happened over there, bro? He said, man. dude, me and my peoples got the rumble in this dude. I was like, you and your peoples? Me and your peoples. He was like, yeah, my peoples. I said, bro, like your homeboys from your city? Like, who you talking about, bro? Your peoples. He was like, my peoples, T. White, you know my peoples, man. I know you done heard about it, nigga. Quit acting like you don't know about it. He did his face like that, like he was just waiting on the punchline to go, shh, shh. I'm sitting there looking at his ass like, he like, quit acting like you ain't hear about it, T. White. I said, oh, you talking about your boy? He was like, yeah, my peoples. I said, bro, yeah, I heard about you, man. I said, damn, bro. I said, you about to go to the crib? Like, what you got playing? He was like, yeah, like, I ain't even, you know, like, we just locked in. Like, I can't, you know, I fell in love with the jump, you know what I mean? Man, I'm on Augusta. We ended up getting transferred up here. I follow him up here. You know what I mean? I've been up here for 6 years. He was like, man, shit. Goddamn, I'm just locked in with him now. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, shit, crazy, bro. Like, what the niggas in your city feel about this shit, bro? You all up here? Because there was a lot of niggas from the city out there. I was like, bro, what the niggas from your city think about this shit, bro? Like, when you first come up here with that shit, he said, man, shit. God damn it, I told him fuck with me or not. That's what it is, shit, bro. I told him fuck with me or not. God damn it, fuck with me or not. I said, God damn, you're savage for that, y'all. So, boom. Now niggas brought this guy in our pod, though. I'm like, this is crazy. So, like, you know, I heard the stories about how he moved. I heard the stories about how he operate. So, you know what I mean? Kind of like what he be doing. But at the same time, though, man, I'm like, damn, Kyle psycho. Like, he still got peoples and all. He about to go home. Like you see this happening very rarely. A gay dude is about to go home. I mean, a dude that mess with gay dudes is about to go home and still messing with gay dudes. Like I don't know. Like, you see it sometime. But to see him still kind of active, it wasn't surprising to me no more. I'm about to go home. Y'all know the count. I'm not really tripping on nothing right at this moment. It was just crazy bumping into this psycho. You know what I mean? So he's in the jump. All he do every day is spend his time trying to get information or messages to his peoples, the boy that he's messing with. He's in the building down from us, which is not the middle building, which is 8 building. I think he was in that building beside that building, which was 9 building had to be. So he's in that building, but he would see the boy from time to time. And I can remember when I seen the boy, the boy had boobs. Pause. Boy had boobs, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't like it. This is nuts when you see this stuff, but this is the stuff you see in prison, y'all. I'm sorry to scare y'all with this information. And there's a big pause. But his boy had boobs. He was a short little brown skinned dude. Looked like he was they the same age, kind of probably like, and he had boobs. That's who he was. I see the joint. He's to talk to him like, this is nuts right here. So as bro in the joint, he started to take programs and stuff now. Like I see him like he trying to transition over. You know what I mean? So I look up one day, y'all. I promise y'all, I look up one day, man. And this is nuts. I look up one day and I'm coming back from child. I go get my tray away and I come back fast. So I'm coming back. When I get into the building, I look and I see bro, God, he ducked off in the corner like this. He in the corner like this. And I look and I see the little young CEO lady, the little brown skin lady that be working our building. She like this. She all posted up too, like. She all posted up and he like this. He spitting. He like, you see it in his face. He like, I walk in. He's like, T White. He was like, T White. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? And I just went right in the park, right past their ass. I go in the park. I'm like, damn, bro, I went at the CO. Goddamn, I get on the jack. You know what I mean? Park coming back a little bit. People coming back. He come back in the park. I guess he seen people come back. He come back in the park. He see me. You know what I mean? He was like, hey. He was like, yo, I got her ass too. I got her. I was like, you got what? He was like, man, I got her. What's the lady? He called her name. I was like, bro, you ain't got it. He was like, man, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, she gonna let me hit too. Watch. I bet you I hit. I was like, hold on. The record scratch. Now I'm about to go home. So I felt like I gotta ask these questions, bro. What you got going on? I said, yo, bro. I said, hold on. I thought you messed with the peoples down there. He said, shit, I'm about to go home, T White. He said, shit, when I go home, shit, nigga, I'm messing with women. God damn it. I said, man, look, bro, like, I know that's probably what you're gonna do, bro, but like, you know what I mean? Don't mess up, but the CEO ain't got nothing to do with this, yo. Like, she gonna mess with other dudes. He said, man, I done seen CEOs mess with dudes and mess with boys when I was at Augusta. I done seen it before. I said, but look, though, this is what I'm saying, though, bro, like, you ain't really gotta do all that, bro. I said, man, you just starting a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, I caught myself right then and there. He was like, I was like, you know what? I did one of these. I did the James Brown on him, like, I did the James Brown. Ain't nobody answer my call. I said, hey, bro, you know what? It's your life. I said, it's your life, bro. I said, but I'm just saying, bro, that's wild. Even going on the street, that's wild. I said, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? He was like, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. But that's like, what? Like, why is that such a bad thing, though, T. White? Why is that such a bad thing? I said, cuz, bro, like, you trying to get best of both worlds, bro. I said, that shit ain't work for Jay-Z and R. Kelly, bro. How you think that shit gonna work for you? I said, you trying to mess with a dude and a woman? I said, bro, you trying to have the best of both worlds, bro. Man, I said, man, that's wild, man. He was like, man, your ass crazy. I said, nah, bro, real talk. I said, bro, real talk, bro. You trying to, like, that's wild, bro. I said, man, let somebody else get that jump, bro. Don't be all in the way. You got a whole boy down the goddamn boulevard, bro. Come on, bro. He was like, man, shit, I'm about to go home, nigga. Fuck that shit. I was like, man, this nigga a psycho. He walked away on me, y'all. I said, man, this nigga a whole psycho, y'all. So, boom. Not giving him no advice no more, man. I told the man in his face that he wanted the best of both damn worlds. And that's what the hell he wanted. The best of both damn worlds. He wanted the best of both damn worlds. That's what this man wanted. But this is the situation he's putting himself in. You know what I mean? So this what this psycho used to do, man. I promise y'all, like, he turned into a whole different person. Y'all know I haven't seen him in years. It's been double-digit years since I seen this man. You know what I mean? Like 12 years or something like that. Man, this man turned into a whole new person. So, like, he kind of like, you know what I mean? He used to juggle the joint because he definitely had the lady. He definitely had the lady, man. Dudes upstairs is mad at him because he got the lady. He's not even trying to get no work in. He's not doing nothing. I think if he was getting something, then he was sending it down to his boy. You know what I mean? To the boy he was messing with the boobs. So no money was being accumulated from him with this lady in the pod because I was waiting to see him pop up with something. He didn't pop up with nothing the whole time. But he had her. She would come in. She would talk. Everybody on the compound, everybody on this side of the yard knows this man has a boy. You know what I mean? Everybody knows he has a boy. But at the end of the day, like, it was to the point where I promise you, it felt like the lady didn't care. Because I know it was people going to her left and right. I know it. I know people was going to her like, yo, you talking to dude, man. Dude super gay, man. Goddamn dude sleep in the bed with dudes. You messing with a dude that mess with dudes. I know dudes was blasting him behind his back. And he knew it. And when he used to get that, I felt like the lady would come back and tell him. And you will see when he walked back in the pod, he'll walk back in the pod like this. When he out there, she'll let him come out the silent port and talk to her. After he talked to her for about 30 minutes, he'll finally come back in the pod. He'll be walking like this. He'll be like, looking around at the pod like, yeah, I know y'all hating on me. He do the y'all hating. I know y'all hating on me, boy. He like, I said, man, this dude out of control, y'all. So, boom. What are we gonna do with this psycho, man? So I'm seeing all this unfold. Like, I'm like, this shit crazy. It was so much shit that go on the go home pod. It was wild. And I bumped into this dude. Like, this is the second person I almost bumped into. You know what I mean? That I knew from years, and I bumped into him in this go home joint. So, like, I promise y'all, man, like, I come back, like, this was crazy because I used to go to the little school joint. You know what I mean? I used to go to the little school jump, which would be like the law library. Like, this was just like a library jump you could sign up for. It was like a class. You go try to get ready for college if you want to do college. It was like one of them type of jumps. So I used to go to that jump, kind of like, I think they used to be after lunch. I used to go there, and I would come back like right when they about to let outside rec out, kind of like when my school joint is letting out. My building in the school joint was like right there, so I could just walk right there. I see people on the yard. I'll talk to a few dudes on the yard before I go in the building because we was the first building by the yard. You know what I mean? So I'll talk to a few dudes, then I'll go in the building. You know what I mean? This is my word, man. Goddamn. I walk in the building, man. Like, I walk in the pod. Like, you can just tell, like, when something is off axle slightly. Something is off axle just a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? So I walk in the pod. And I look around. I tell the lady, I say, open my door up. Tell her open my door. She like, all right. She opened my door up. I turn around, look at the pod. Everybody in there looking kind of like they minding their business. A lot of people outside, but the people in there kind of looking like they trying to mind their business, and they looking up. You know what I mean? So as I'm saying that, people coming back from outside rec, so I go upstairs to my cell. Now, Kai cell was on that kind of like 2-3 cells before Doc cell on that back wall, which is like across from me on the top tier. I'm on the other side of the back wall. They're on that first side of the back wall. So I go upstairs, I go in the cell, I put my stuff up, I come out, I look. When I look, I just seen goddamn motherfucking somebody goddamn look like Tweety Bird coming down the stairs. He like, then the door closed on him, poosh, and he was stuck right there. He was like, this the dude with the boobs. I'm like, he like, the door closed. Everybody at the door, hey, look. Everybody then came back from red. Dude was like, hey, look. Yeah, hey, let me out. They trying to get him out. The CO lady like, nah. Hey, Rick then came back. I ain't opening this door no more. Oh, don't ask me. There's somebody coming from outside. Ain't nobody's leaving out of here because everybody that's supposed to be in here is in here. So he's stuck there looking like, dude, come out. You see goddamn Kyle, he like, come back over here. He called him to the back. They over in the back. I'm like, look at this dude. He over there. Next thing, they was just standing there. You know what I mean? He chilling like, for real. Like, I know for a fact, he ain't really want dude in there, but he 229 and they got some business done real quick with him. They shake, rattle, and roll real fast. Now they trying to get him out. My word, they ran a play somehow to get the door, but I see Tweety Bird slide out. I'm like, look at Tweety Bird. He slide out looking dumb as hell. He get out the pod. I'm like, oh shit, this shit was crazy. So a little bit after he got out the pod, y'all know after that, we go to dinner and all that. You know what I mean? Dinner next. You know what I mean? After dinner, we're going to be locked down. After dinner, lockdown, then a shift change. You know what I mean? So when shift change came, you know what I mean? The lady is doing a double. She didn't work out building earlier when she's supposed to have worked earlier, but she's doing a double. She pop up out of nowhere like a genie. She in a pod. So we see her, she's working out jump. So she coming to jump. As soon as they pop the doors, you know what I mean? She do a round, she dip out. But as soon as she dip out, she pop the joint for dude to come out. She pop the joint for Kai to come out. When Kai come out there, you see them out there arguing. You know what I mean? They arguing. Kai come back in. After they finish arguing, he was like, yo, if anybody want to hate on me, I don't care who got cousins upstairs. I don't care who related to who. If anybody want to hate on me, they ain't mad because I got a boy and I'm messing with his bride. If anybody want a problem with it, come dress it right now. Come and dress it right now, anybody. I don't care about nobody's cousins. I don't care about none of that. So he made the big announcement. So everybody looking at him like, man, that joke crazy, man. So like, he really like asking for problems right here, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, he's asking for problems, man. Like, this is not gonna be a turn out good situation. I know it's not. So I'm trying to figure out what is he trying to do, man, besides have the best of both damn worlds like Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Like, I don't understand what his whole plan was. Like, why'd you just come out and call the whole pod out, bro? Of course niggas is hating on you, bro. What do you think it was gonna be? I promise you, I didn't think this was gonna be the guy that grew into this person right here, man, 14, 12 years later. I ain't know this man was gonna be like that, man. But he called out the whole damn pod. You know what I mean? So the lady come in the pod, he talked to the lady in the pod. She trying to calm him down. She trying to tell him chill. You can tell her, she cool. She don't give a fuck that a nigga mess with boys. I know she know. You know what I mean? So she trying to calm him down. She trying to get him to chill. Kyle like, man, they trying to take me out my square. That's what they want. Dudes always been hating on me my whole bid. My whole bid, they been hating on me. Right T White. They been hating on my whole bid. Sussex II, right T White. I'm looking at him like, right T White? I'm like, wildin', bro, like, I don't know, bro, like, fuck, you had me into that shit, nigga. Spawn his ass. I started looking this way. I was like, they still looking at me. He was like, nah, he ain't trying to talk to the lady. I'm like, man, this nigga a psychopath. Don't add me into your shitstorm, man. I don't have nothing to do with nothing, bro. Tell me, right T White. Nigga, all I know you was running with that booty bandit on Sussex, nigga. That's what the question you should have asked me, nigga. The hell is wrong with this guy, y'all? So, boom. You know what I mean? He chose his path. I can't tell this man what to do. But at the end of the day, man, like, I just knew this shit was gonna get ugly. You know what I mean? So the CO lady leave, you know what I mean? She leave. She do her little 6 hours, whatever they do, then she leave. She gotta come back in the morning. She come back in the morning. When she come back in the morning, I look up. He got Tweety Bird 229 over and out John again for the morning wreck. So I'm like, how the hell is Tweety Bird from a whole nother damn building get to keep coming in our pod? This man got boobs. You trying to tell me the COs don't know this dude? Like, how they pulling this shit off? It wasn't my business though. I'm seeing this shit. This shit is madness in my eyes. Like, what's going on here? Dude, 229 all the way from 9 building to shake, rattle, and roll. This shit, man, shit crazy as a bitch. So he 229, they come out. So when they come out, this my word, they get to arguing about something while they standing at the door. The CO dude in the booth, he had to know that the nigga was in there because he didn't say shit. They get to arguing in the booth. This my word. The nigga got there and Kyle was like, man, chill out, man. I'm gonna take care of you when I get out. He grabbed that nigga like this. He grabbed that nigga by his arm like that was his girl. Like, chill out. Then I said, I'm gonna take care of you when I get out. Man, don't worry about all this other shit. I'm gonna take care of your ass when I get out. Yeah, I know you got 10 years left. I'm gonna take care of you. I got you. Boy was like, get me the fuck out of here. Fuck that. Get me the fuck out of here right now. Get me the fuck out of here right now. He was like, man, fuck. You better fucking listen to me, man. Go fucking plane, man. The fuck? I'm gonna take care of you when I get out of this bitch. I'm saying in my head, man, this man goddamn really want the best of both worlds, y'all. So boom, I'm gonna take care of you when I get out. He was serious with it. He get to arguing with the boy in public. Next thing you know, the lady come on. He talking to the lady. You know what I mean? This time he trying to talk to the lady. A dude from upstairs, I guess the niggas went and told niggas from upstairs, like, yo, dude talking reckless as a bitch. So dude from upstairs come down, you know what I mean? And you see like 4 people in the hallway. I can't see what's going on, but I'm standing by AJ saying what you can see right in the hallway. So I'm looking at all the dudes. I see him out there. Like, next thing you know, the slide open. He come in the jump. He was like, yeah, y'all want to bank me? Yeah, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to bank me? Yeah, come on. Y'all can bank me. Y'all can bank me. See 2 dudes come in. The lady coming right behind him. I'm like, damn, she ain't saying shit. 2 dudes just coming to the like, shit was like goddamn old school Double Dragon walk. Them niggas walk slow as a bitch into the pod. Like, remember when Double Dragon used to come on in the beginning? Niggas walk slow as a bitch in the pod. Niggas get in that bitch. That nigga like, y'all want to bank me? Y'all want to fucking bank me? Y'all want to bank me? What's up? What's up, dudes? Like, man, look, man, we ain't got time for that shit, man. Look, goddamn, who know this nigga, man? This nigga in the fucking way. I'm sitting there like, I promise you, man, like somebody had to point at me. I'm standing dude like, yo, you fuck with him? I'm like, no, I mean, I know him and shit. He was like, yo, T White, man, don't say shit to the niggas. He went upstairs, he was like, open my door. Laid over the door. He was like, man, bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here. Dude was like, yo, man, I ain't trying to fuck this nigga up. All I'm saying is this, man. Shorty bringing shit for me too, man, but he in the fucking way, man, because he keep trying to do all this lovey-dovey shit and gonna get her fired because his boy gonna end up telling on the lady. I'm like, damn, like that do sound like a situation, like dude saying he got the broad too, but you know what I mean? That's why she let them come in the pod, you know what I mean? So he like, yo, I ain't trying. This homeboy like, man, fuck that, go beat that nigga ass, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Get that nigga the fuck from over here, man. He was like, man, fuck. Dude was like, man, go beat that nigga ass. He was like, man, that's what he want. Him and dude went up the steps. Get up the steps, hit the corner. Niggas went in there, the son dude went in there, he was the lady, she downstairs, she like, she did a walk like this. She came from out the office part, she like, she like, she went back in the goddamn office, I promise you. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on in that damn room? Niggas running hard as a motherfucker. I'm like, god damn, looking. I'm like, what the fuck? Niggas running hard as a bitch. God damn. Niggas like, all right, that's enough, that's enough. Next thing you know, the dude that was standing in front of the door, his homeboy was like, see his homeboy disappeared. They went up in there, all you heard was, motherfucker. I got there and walked. I got to the table, to go around one of the chair parts, one of the seats. I stood up on the seat. I looked up. I could see it. I'm like, I looked up. Them niggas was working his ass. As I'm looking up, he came like towards the toilet. Just slammed him over here. I promise you, when he came towards the toilet, that nigga looked and he spotted me looking. He was like, they kept whooping his ass. I'm like, oh shit, I jumped off the jump. I'm like, man, shit, man, I ain't jumping in that shit, bro. I'm about to go to the crib, bro. You want best of both worlds like Jay-Z, and it didn't work for them. How you think it was gonna work for you, bro? Like, this is the shit you gonna have to go through on the street when somebody find out that you hitting their cousin or they oh, God forbid, mama or somebody, man. I'm letting you know. So, like, you better be prepared for this type of stuff. For wanting the best of both damn worlds. Man, they whooped his ass. Man, they whooped his ass. Shorty let dude leave out the pod. Him and his homeboy. They go back upstairs. By word. Lock in. The lady come to and do a round. She stopped by his jump. She looked, she was like, you okay? Oh, you ain't gonna say nothing to me? All right. She walked off on his ass. She did a round. She came back. She went in the office. Dude ain't go to child. He ain't do none of that shit. Goddamn. I'm like, damn, man. My word. Goddamn, right before we about to lock down for the lockdown. After the dinner shit, I look. I'm standing in the door. I'm like, this is my door and shit. The door about to close. I'm standing like, this is my door. Just looking right before the door's closed. His cell was like right there. I look. He come to the door. He was like, and he had like a t-shirt over this whole part of his head. All he was saying like this eye. He came to the door. He looked at me. He was like, sat down. I'm like, I go back in the pod. I'm go back in myself. I'm like, I don't know why you looking at me like that, bro. This is your fault, bro. Hell is wrong with you, nigga? You wild. You one of the best of both worlds. And it's my word. Goddamn, I'll say probably about 2 days later. He lasted about 2 days later, man. And they moved him. I don't know if he wrote the people or got his peoples. I don't know what he did. But they moved him to the real go home joint, which is one of them. It might be S3 where the actual re-entry program was at. You know what I mean? They moved him to that shit. And he was gone. You know what I mean? He walked out the pod. He didn't look at me when he walked out the pod. That man just walked out the pod. But they say he didn't go to the hole. He went to the re-entry. You know what I mean? He left the boy with the boobs over here. You know what I mean? But the boy with the boobs probably like, you about to go home anyway, man. So carry your ass. On to the next one, man. Pause. Like, that's how that go, man. But that was wild, man. Seeing Kai, man, like, want the best of both worlds like that in my face. That was a wild situation, man. The man was wilding. And this is the stuff that we have to deal with when people come home. It's a crazy reality that I have to give y'all, but I have to give this reality to y'all, man. Dudes be shake, rattling, and rolling and come home, and this is what it be. They be living 2 lives, but that's how I go down, man, in prison, man. Like, women do it too. So I ain't disputing nobody on those. Every people do it, man. The women do it, the dudes do it, man. So be careful out here at the end of the day. Stay your ass out the way. And that's the end of the damn story. Y'all know the count, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. But please stay out the way for me out here, man. Make smart decisions, man. Think about it before you move, man. And you will make it, man, to be able to stay out the way. That's all I'm asking you to do, man. Just make great decisions, man. I don't want to see y'all go to jail. I don't want to see y'all leave y'all family. I want to see y'all out here for Father's Day, man. Not in there. I'm telling y'all, Father's Day in there is a sad day for a lot of guys, man. I don't want y'all to go through that, man. So if you're in the streets and you're making bad decisions, turn your life around right now, man. And stay out the way. That's all I'm asking you to do, period. But y'all know the count, man. This is the Tuesday Banger Game. Like, share, subscribe. This way, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.